Oh, darling, you
sick
do
whales.
smell like rotten whale squid. How delectable.
Please take me to be your husband. I can't take this fragrance any longer.
Also, speaking of AI, we were talking about it before.
Thank you for giving me that.
There's this company that's proposing this idea of using AI for prison sentence. And basically what it would do is you would be hooked up to this contraption and the AI would force memories into your head to where your prison sentence, like say if you had to go to prison for 10 years, you'd only have to stay in this thing for like a couple minutes. But what it does is implant memories to where you come out a better person.
Yeah. So what the prisoner does is they have access that when they say, okay, you can actually serve your sentence in prison, or you have this option to go underneath, like, with this implementation or whatever they do. But they get scanned and they get all like their pathways like on a map and everything. And they scan it all out, and then they literally sit down inside this machine and they implant artificial memories and artificial trauma, artificial therapy, all AI generated.
What?
Literally within minutes, spans of years. So they're experiencing real life time in their mind, like it's lasting years.
Dude,
but it only takes minutes.
They're playing sovereign is what they're doing. But tell me this, if you had a sentence, like I think there are like ethical problems all over the place with that. But if given the option of like 20 years or 20 minutes, do you take that deal?
I mean, but you don't know how you're going to come out on the other side. You don't know if you're going to become scrambled, how you're going to react to those. Because you have those in your brain, but how do you you don't know. You can't control how you react to those traumas.
But what is 20 years of prison going to do to you?
Yeah, I mean, but that's but it's a gamble.
I know.
It's a gamble either way.
Which one do you take?
I'm taking the artificial memories for sure. Just because I'm always down to be the guinea pig. It is
if
crazy.
If you took the artificial memories, I would hope that I would be on staff to give you memories.
And you could choose them?
I would make his memories seem like he was George Washington. You guys remember when I crossed the Delaware?
But like it slowly happened. So it's like I slowly realized I became George Washington, so I truly believed it.
That would be fun.
Man, and then he comes out and he's like, man, I did all of these amazing things for our country. I don't want to commit crimes anymore. That's what they're saying.
He comes out the most ethical, like moral person ever, ends up winning some sort of like political office.
Nobel Peace Prize. I've literally become the president.
That is so freaky. How are we there? That's
I
like
don't
what
know.
my question
We're
is.
not there. It's a proposed.
Oh, I see.
I mean, it can't be far off though. Like, I mean, like with all this stuff that they're implanting within the actual brains and stuff, like memories, all those. But apparently, like it's different with each, ranking of what you did, like, like the severity of your crime and stuff. And so, like, if you're, a very violent person, it's going to, melt to whatever they're going to make that mold to literally fit exactly what you're going through and like how it's going to knock you out of it.
We know so little about human psychology. How can someone create memories and implant them in someone expecting a particular outcome that is positive?
So I think we don't know a lot about human psychology, but the CIA, I mean, you think about MK Ultra, they started that in the 70s, right?
60s, yeah.
60s?
With the Mindhunter and stuff.
And it's like, they've probably advanced even further than that with understanding the human psyche, especially with like propaganda and like.
I suppose that it's going to be, it's being offered as like a service of sorts, right? Like we could implant these memories and you'll come out hopefully a better person. But the common man just got insurance to cover psychology and like visits to a therapist or whatever.
Yeah.
We're so behind in so many areas, yet this is happening. It's just like research science, I guess maybe it just has the brains and the funding. Like why aren't we putting resources into all the other issues we have?
I think you hit it on the head though by saying funding. I feel like a lot of this science is currently only theoretical, but if you can come up with a convincing theory, you can get a grant or you can get funding for this idea. And like, let's be honest, in the last 2 years, we are way more willing to accept that they're powering computers with brains because of the advancements.
Well, I mean, think about even when we started this podcast, when we first mentioned the idea of the Neuralink thing, like that is freaky. That's so weird. And now it's a normal thing because a dude has it in his brain.
Is it just one guy so far?
I believe so.
Yeah, and it failed. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh, it did?
So the lines retracted, and so he has to go back in. Like, they can fix it, but
that isn't the guy that was, like, dealing with addiction, right?
No, this is the
different
guy.
Got it.
Yeah.
But they're still doing stuff like that, though.
Yeah,
this guy dove into a pool or shallow water, broke his neck, and paralysis from the neck down. And so, But it's
But something like what we're talking about, that's literally like a modern day lobotomy.
I know.
Yeah,
Like it's literally like
that
we're
is
gonna
true.
scramble your brain, and we don't know how this is gonna affect you, and like it's gonna be something 50 years down the line. They're gonna be like, "Why were we doing this?"
What? It didn't
Like,
make any sense.
I'm fascinated with that kind of like, what are we gonna look back now and just say this? Why did we ever think this was okay? Like there's certain
Yeah.
things that we do in society. I wonder what those things are.
Yeah.
Eat fast food, probably.
Yeah.
guaranteed.
I'll
I mean, it's
never
already
regret
happening.
I'll never regret a Big Mac.
True that.